what did I just hear, guys? That absolutely blew my mind. Oh my days, I'm adding that to my playlist right now. Yeah. Ooh. The way her vocals just came in there, man. Like, oh my days. Yo, Lord is something else. Guys, how am I gonna survive? I'm only 3 tracks in. How the hell am I gonna survive this? They're gonna watch me disappear into the sun. Guys, the Lord is taking me on a journey on this album, man, and it's a journey that I didn't think I was ready for. Welcome back to the channel. You already know what time it is. It's your favorite music connoisseur Henry here, and I'm back again with another video. It's time for me to break my Lorde virginity by reacting to one of her albums for the very first time on this very channel. Very excited because obviously Lorde is one of the best artists that we have right now. She has definitely been one of the forefronts of pop music for the last 10 years. Speaking of breaking my Lorde virginity, she's just released an album called Virgin. So listen, it's perfect timing, right? What are the chances that I'm breaking my Lorde virginity and she's just released an album called Virgin? You know what I mean? So for those of you who don't know, there's 4 of us in Still Color. Kevin is going to be reacting to that Virgin album. At the time of recording this video, he probably may have already recorded it and put it up on our channel. So I'm going to attach a link to the actual review. Go ahead and click on that link and show that video some love. Listen, Kevin's a big Lorde fan. He's the one that actually put me on Lorde. He is great with breaking down albums and analyzing albums, so I'm sure that review is going to be top notch. So guys, if you want to see that, go ahead and click on that link and show Kevin some love. I have picked an album that is universally recognized as her best work. I've picked her magnum opus, Melodrama. Like I said, I'm not unfamiliar with Lorde's music. I do have a couple records from her Solar Power album, but I haven't really listened to a Lorde project from back to front before. She released this album in 2017 via Republic Records, and it was distributed through Universal Music. Universal Music is a company that I used to work for, so I'm very familiar with Universal. This album, you know, has been recognized by Rolling Stone as one of the greatest albums of all time. In 2020, they released their revised list, and Melodrama was placed at 460th on their 500 greatest albums of all time, which is a massive look. Obviously, this album was hugely successful for Lorde. It went platinum in America. I think it's her highest rated album to date on Metacritic, getting a score of 91 out of 100. This project was produced by Jack Antonoff. Listen, Jack Antonoff, let me just say something about that guy, man. He is definitely, arguably, the best producer of the last 10 to 15 years. Like, a lot of critically acclaimed albums that have come out, he's had a hand in it. He's worked with the likes of Sabrina Carpenter, Lana Del Rey, Lorde, Taylor Swift, and honestly, man, like, everything this guy touches turns into gold. He won Producer of the Year at the Grammys 2 years in a row. Also, just had a hand in the new Kendrick album. Obviously, I'm a massive fan of Kendrick, and yeah, that album was great. Anytime, you know, his name is attached to an album, you can bet your bottom dollar that the album is going to be great. It's going to be near enough a damn near classic. So, guys, listen, I'm not going to talk for too much longer. I'm just going to get straight into this one. But before I do, guys, I need everybody to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to share the video. Most importantly, don't forget to subscribe, man. And obviously, Still Color is now on Patreon. So if you want to see the full album reaction, that's going to be up on our Patreon. So yeah, guys, listen, without further ado, this is Lorde Melodrama. I'm excited with this one, man. Let's go. Let's get into this. Let's go. This album is 11 tracks long, and it has a runtime of 40 minutes, and the first track on this album is called Green Light. I don't know what to expect. I'm coming in with fresh ears. I'm coming in with an open heart, open mind, and listen, I'm ready to be blown away because obviously Lorde is a phenomenal artist, so I don't know what to expect, but I love that. You know, expect the unexpected. I know that Lorde is going to give me something that I'm just gonna you know, I'm just gonna be blown away. Let's get it. This is Green Light, track number 1. Let's go.
I do my makeup in somebody else's car. We ordered different drinks at the same bars. I know about what you did and I wanna scream the truth. She thinks you love the beach, you're such a damn liar. Well, those great bites, they have big teeth. Will they bite you? That you said that you would always be in love, but you're not in love no more. Did it frighten you? How we kissed when we danced on the light up floor, on the light up floor. But I hear sounds in my mind, brand new sounds in my mind. But honey, I'll be seeing you wherever I go. But honey, I'll be seeing you down every road. I'm waiting for it, that green light. 'Cause honey, I'll come get my things, but I can't let go. I'm waiting for it.
Wow, guys, so that was Greenlight, and oh my days, I don't even know what to say, man. That took me just by absolute surprise. I mean, what a way to kind of start this album off. I'm shook. I'm absolutely shook. And you know what? I've got the lyrics up here because I know that, you know, Lorde is a very introspective artist, and I know that she's a deep thinker. So I don't want to sort of potentially miss out on anything by missing out on what she's saying. I really want to depict what Lorde is trying to communicate through her songs. And you know, it seems like Greenlight is sort of she's using Greenlight as a metaphor. Like, obviously, you know, in traffic stops, you have obviously the green light, you have the amber light, and then you have the red light. And I'm assuming that she's using Greenlight as a metaphor, as a way of her moving past a situation, like a breakup from somebody. I read somewhere that Lorde was in the midst of a breakup when she wrote this album. And I think that was like her first real heartbreak. So I'm pretty sure that a lot of the stuff on this album is going to be about that breakup. So I can only assume that this first track is talking about her breakup. Obviously, the green light, having permission to obviously to move on, you know, because obviously when you have a green light at the stop sign, you can go, right? So this is like a way of saying that, yeah, I can now go, I can now move past this situation, I can now move past this breakup and obviously try and sort of heal from it and just move on with my life. But yeah, like on the light up floor, but I hear sounds in my mind. You know, those great whites, they have big teeth, hope they bite you. Looks like obviously this is her having some resentment for the way things ended. I can only assume that the person that she was with is at fault for obviously the relationship ending. Thought you said that you will always be in love, or says yeah. Yeah. Sounds like that person potentially fell out of love with Lorde. And listen, people deal with heartbreak in different ways, man. And listen, heartbreak, I always say that I wouldn't wish heartbreak on my worst enemy, man. Like, heartbreak can feel like death, you know. It can absolutely it can feel like, you know, the world has literally swallowed you. And honestly, heartbreak is not a nice thing, and anybody that's experienced heartbreak, listen, knows how it feels. And listen, heartbreak doesn't discriminate, man. Like, it doesn't matter if you're famous, doesn't matter if you're, you know, not famous. Like, heartbreak affects us in the same way. It fucking hurts, man. So yeah, obviously, you know, Lorde is just depicting that in this song, man. And yeah, this song just felt very fast paced. It felt like Lorde was moving at 100 miles per hour, man. But yeah, like I love that, man. And first track has literally got my attention. And obviously shout out to the production as well. You know, and obviously with Jack Antonoff, I think one of the main reasons why she wanted to work with her, because I think this is the first time she chose Jack Antonoff as a main collaborator, is that Jack Antonoff always pushes his artists. The artists that he works with, he always pushes them. You know, he always sort of I don't know, he expands their artistry, you know. He dares them to sort of try new things and Jack Antonoff, one thing about him, right, he's going to bring the best out of any artist he works with. So she definitely picked the right person to work with on this album, man. But this was a great start to the project, man. And listen, listen, Lord, you've got my attention. You've definitely got my attention. So track number 2 is called Sober.
It's all gone, played it so nonchalant. It's time we dance with the truth.
Yeah. Woo.
Move along with the truth.
Ooh, I love this.
Hey, we're sleeping through all the days. I'm acting like I don't see every ribbon you used to tie yourself to me. But my hips are missed your hips, so let's get to know the kicks. Will you sway with me? Go astray with me. Can clear the weekend. Ain't a pill that could touch our rush. But what will we do when we're sober? I dream of the fever. Bet you wish you could touch our rush. But what will we do when we're sober? Games are the games of the weekend. We pretend that we just don't care. But we care. Do when we're sober. I'm gonna dream of the fever. Bet you wish you could
Yo, this production is fucking nuts, man. Oh my days.
touch our rush. But what will we do when we're sober? Oh, I'm cruising my team around this liquor wet line. Night, it's my mind. I know you're feeling it too.
Oof.
Can we keep up with the rules? Hey, your body's up in my house. I know the story by heart. You can just get fucked up and possessive when you get tired. But my
Oh my days. What did I just hear, guys? That absolutely blew my mind. Oh my days. I'm adding that to my playlist right now. Right this second, I'm adding it. Oh my gosh. Yo, we're only 2 tracks in, but already, like, I feel like, I feel like losing it. I feel like losing it. And do you know what? Before I get into what I think about this song, what I've also noticed from the cover art is very interesting. Obviously, it's a picture, it's a portrait of Lorde cuddled up in her bed. And this is very significant because she looks, just by her facial expressions, right, on the picture, obviously she looks sad. She looks like she's just given up on life. And again, that is, if this album is really about, like, obviously heartbreak, and obviously like solitude after her first breakup, then this picture definitely makes sense, because obviously heartbreak, like I said on the first track, heartbreak is very humbling, it's very sobering, and it's hard, man. It's hard, and there are times where you don't even want to get out of bed when you're dealing with heartbreak. So this image that I'm seeing from Lorde on the cover art speaks volumes, speaks volumes. It really, really does, man. But guys, getting onto this track, man, wow. I mean, wow. Why do I even start with that, man? Listen, first and foremost, obviously, sober, I'm really thinking that this track, has a lot to do with escapism, I think obviously Lorde's situation where she's still dealing with the heartbreak, maybe she's dealing with other shit as well, and sometimes, guys, when you're dealing with a lot, there are going to be times where instead of dealing with those problems head on, you would rather use a form of escapism, whether that's through taking drugs, alcohol, sex, whatever. You kind of use it to sort of mask your pain. Say is having to face reality of what you're dealing with is harder than obviously drowning your sorrows in like stuff like drugs and sex and stuff like. Obviously those things, they give you like a temporary high, and it kind of makes you forget about your problems, but at some point in time those things just have an expiry date. Like you're not going to be able to deal with escapism forever, but obviously right in the moment in time, it feels good, and it sort of helps you escape from your problems. So I feel like in this track, that's what Lorde is doing right now. Instead of dealing with her issues head on, instead of obviously facing her heartbreak and sort of healing from it. She just wants to drown in a form of escapism. She says here, you know, sleeping through all my days, or sleeping through all the days, you know, again, sometimes that's what heartbreak makes you feel like, man. And honestly, the production of this was absolutely insane, man. Really one of my favorites off of this album. I know I'm only 2 tracks in, but guys, track number 3 is called Homemade Dynamite. Wow.
Awesome, right? So let's let things come out of the woodwork. I give you my best life, tell you my best life. See me rolling, shoes, someone else left, dancing with her shoes off. Really think you're awesome, right? Her rules, her dreams, her plans, blowing shit up with homemade.
Oh my days, her vocals are insane. Her vocals are insane, yo. What? Let me take that all the way back. Yo. Ooh. Yo. The way her vocals just came in there, man. Like, oh my days. Yo, Lorde is something else. Guys, how am I gonna survive? I'm only 3 tracks in. How the hell am I gonna survive this?
Blowing shit up with homemade Dynamite. My friends, our drinks, we get inspired. Blowing shit up with homemade Dynamite.
You know what, guys? Honestly, from a songwriting perspective, this is basically flawless. Like, from a songwriting perspective, like, Lorde is so clever. She is so clever. She's so witty when it comes to just her songwriting ability, man. And honestly, this was a fusion of different sort of sounds. Obviously, I heard a bit of electro pop, synth pop. There was a little bit of R&B here as well, but yeah, just the different effects that were used. I heard some reverb, some vocal sound effects. I heard some synthesizers as well. And some percussion. Like, there was just a lot that was in here, but it sounded so good, man. Like, honestly, and I have to praise Lorde's vocal / lyrical delivery on this record, man. The hook is just infectious, man. The hook, Dynamite. I think, you know what, like, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Lorde was Homemade Dynamite. I'm trying to think what this song was about. Was it about, she's just talking about her at like a friend's party or something, a house party, and just the euphoria of being at this house party. Obviously, she's giving very descriptive lines about how this house party made her feel. Again, we've all gone to house parties, or I'm sure a lot of us have, and you're just with your group of friends and you're just having a blast, you're just having a good time, man. Like, and I think at this moment in time, this is what Lorde needs, because obviously she's going through a breakup, and the best remedy sometimes to get over somebody is to go out with your friends, or just to go out and just have fun. It's a short-term relief, but like, it can really help you obviously take your mind off what you're going through, and it can just help you get back on your feet. This house party, or this sort of party, it sounds lit, bro. Like, hit all the broken glass sparkling. I guess we are partying. Yeah, it looks like this is like the best house party of all time, and Lorde is having a good time. Guys, this is track number 4, and it's called the Louvre. Let's see how this one sounds.
Throw your hands overboard. I am your sweetheart. Psychopathic crush, drink up your movements. Still I can't get enough. I overthink your punctuation use. Not my fault, just a thing that my mind do. Rush at the beginning. I get caught up just for a minute. But love, you're the one to blame. Want you to wait, can you hear the violence? Make a phone
and yo, like my mind is just racing with so many different like just things about this song. And that's the thing about Lorde's music, man. It makes you think. Like I just have so many so many things I want to say. And I think she does that intentionally. Like she wants you to. It's like Lorde is trying to like bring you into her world. In one sense, it can seem very chaotic, but at the same time, man, like I kind of like it. It's quite messy, but I like it, you know. And Lorde, she seems like somebody that is quite hard to figure out. Like she seems like a very complex person, but underneath the surface, she's a lover girl. She's a sweet girl at heart, man. But yeah, guys, I think with this song, she's literally given us a sort of insight into the ebbs and flows of obviously the relationships that she was just in, obviously the relationship that she's now broken away from. Just hearing her say stuff like, well, summer slipped us underneath her tongue, our days and nights are perfumed with obsession. Again, what that screams to me is, you know, obviously when you get into a new situation with somebody, right, it's fresh, it's new, you know, they typically call it the honeymoon phase. Like at the start, you're just so obsessed with one another, like you're hanging out with each other every single time, you know, like the person can literally do no wrong. Like you just get a dopamine rush, of, you know, just at the start, because everything is just new, right? So that's what that kind of says to me, that, you know, at the start of their relationship, everything was just going pretty smoothly, pretty well. They were literally obsessed with each other. And then some way down the line, you know, things just start to go wrong. But again, that tends to happen when the sort of honeymoon phase wears off and reality starts to set in. You know, sometimes you start to realize that, yo, like, I'm not actually really compatible with this person, or something that person does kind of pisses me off. You don't really notice it at the start, you know, but like, yeah, during, you know, as the relationship continues, you know, things just start to become apparent to you. When the Lorde says, our thing progresses, I call and you come through, blow all my friendship to sit in hell with you. That is pretty deep. So it looks like Lorde also kind of lost herself in this relationship, and she kind of neglected her friends. You know, again, sometimes that happens, man. When you get into a new situation, you sometimes you make that person your everything, and you don't even realize that you're neglecting your friends. You're pushing your friends to the side. You're pushing friends and family to the side, you know, just for this person. And I don't know, there's a special term that they call for stuff like this, right? It's not obsessive compulsive disorder, it's not that, but like, it's when like you hyper focus on the person so much that you can't see anything outside that relationship. No other person exists apart from that person you're in a relationship with. There's a term for it, but it's just come out of my head. But yeah, like, that's pretty deep. Blow up all my friendships to sit in hell with you. We're gonna go to hell, we're gonna go to hell together, type of thing, you know. Wow. Listen, Lorde must have really loved this person, man. Really loved this person. But in the end, obviously, the situation kind of unfolded. And yeah, that's a bit of pill to swallow, man. And but yeah, like, again, from a songwriting perspective, like, this was awesome. Like, this was awesome. Like, honestly, this is next level. I didn't know what to expect coming into this album. Remember, I said I had an open mind, but right now, man, I'm thoroughly impressed by what I'm hearing. And I must say, like, this is definitely giving me similarities to Lana Del Rey. Like, Lana Del Rey's songwriting is amazing, and obviously I listened to one of her albums recently on our channel, but it's giving me similar vibes, man. Like honestly. But guys, yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. So track number 5 is called Liability.
It really hurt me, crying in the taxi. He don't wanna know me, says he made the big mistake of dancing in my store. Says it was poison, so I guess I'll go home, into the arms of the girl that I love, the only love I haven't screwed up. She's so hard to please, but she's a forest fire. I do my best to meet her demands, play a romance, we slow dance in the living room, but all that a stranger would see is one girl swaying alone, stroking the cheek. They say you're a little much for me, you're a liability, you're a little much for me. So they pull back with, people enjoy till all of the tricks don't work anymore. And then they are bored of me. I know that it's exciting when running through the night, but every perfect summer's eating me alive until you're gone. Better on my own, they say you're a little much for me.
Guys, the Lord is taking me on a journey on this album, man, and it's a journey that I didn't think I was ready for. Seems like obviously Lorde is feeling disillusioned with life, maybe disillusioned with her fame, maybe just disillusioned with life in general, man, because yeah, this song, it's really heartbreaking, man. Like, it's mad how like certain type of artists can evoke a certain emotion out of you, and you may not even be able to directly relate to what they're saying, but like I can feel the sadness in Lorde's voice. Like I can just feel the sadness. I can feel the despair in her voice, and it's like, yeah, Lorde is feeling really sorry for herself, man, and I'm just assuming that she's talking about her herself being a liability. Maybe she feels like other people view her as a liability. Says he made the big mistake of dancing in my storm, or baby really hurt me. So maybe again, this was part of the reason why the situation with this person ended. Maybe they thought like Lorde was a liability, and they just didn't really want to be around her anymore. They thought that she was a bit too much to handle, and they just couldn't deal with her anymore. And I don't know whether she's just talking about just this lover that she had, or whether she's talking about people in general, because she did refer to, she said, they are gonna watch me disappear in the sun. They're all gonna watch me disappear into the sun. They are all, keyword, they are all, not just one person. Right, so they pull back, make other plans. You're a little bit too much for me. So maybe this is a pattern that has kept happening in Lorde's life, and she's probably thinking to herself that, you know, that she is the problem, because everybody in her life keeps walking away from her, or everybody in her life, you know, keeps on withdrawing from her. So yeah, there's a little bit of pity there, but yeah, that is wow. Because you know, yeah, at some points in time, when certain things keep happening, you then start blaming yourself, right? And I think Lorde is at that point where she's just feeling sorry for herself, man. Like, she's down in the dumps. Her morale is probably at all-time low. Her energy is probably at all-time low. And yeah, that is hard though, you know. That was fucking deep, but it was a beautiful song, man. Beautifully written, beautifully sang. Listen, Lorde, I don't think she gets enough credit for her vocal abilities, man. Like, she can really sing, you know, and she just has just a sincere and a, you know, somber tone to her voice, man. I don't even know how to explain it. But guys, so track number 6 is called Hard Feelings / Loveless. Yeah.
And I was too close to you. Let's give it a minute before we admit that we're through.
Wow.
Guess this is the winner. Our bodies are young and blue.
Yeah.
I'm at Jungle City, it's late and this song is for you. Cause I remember the rush when forever was us, before all of the winds of regret and mistrust. Now we sit in your car and our love is a ghost. Well, I guess I should go, yeah, I guess I should go. Heart, feelings, these are what they call heart, feelings of love. Birds and fevers, I'll leave us right here in the cold. The heart, feelings of love.
Wow. Wow. Woo. Guys, I don't know, like this production, it makes me feel like something's hitting me in my chest. I don't know, it's like something's stabbing me. Like I don't know what that is in the background, but it just feels just very just like haunting, like woof. I got chills, man. Damn. Woo. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Come on.
Bet you wanna rip my heart out.
Hey.
Bet you wanna slip my calls down. Guess what? I like that. 'Cause I'm gonna mess your life up.
Yeah.
And I wanna take my mouth shut.
Yeah.
Look out. Was Loveless generation. Loveless generation.
Yeah.
Fucking with our lovers' heads. Generation. Bet you wanna rip
Hey, I fuck with that song, man, a lot. Yeah, yo, Hard Feelings and Loveless. Oh my days, guys. I love that. You know, it was interesting because I feel like, you know, it's like, obviously both tracks were merged into one, but really and truly they were both two different tracks with two different perspectives, two different dynamics. Obviously the instrumentals on both tracks were different. Obviously Hard Feelings was a lot more slower paced, and then Loveless was a lot more fast paced, in your face, aggressive. And I absolutely love it, man. And yeah, it was just from two different perspectives. I feel like Hard Feelings was the more empathetic side of Lorde. She definitely sounded a lot more, I don't know, like that she come to the realization that this situation was over, and also she was in the process of dealing with it, and it just seemed like she had like some empathy and understanding of why this situation ended. So, you know, she sounded relatively calm, you know, even though she still kind of sounded a bit pissed off that it was over. But Loveless, on the other hand, was just the other side of her that was just like, you know what, fuck this. This was Lorde crashing out, you know, and just being like, wait, hold on a minute. No, I'm not okay. No, you broke my heart. No, I'm gonna get my get back, you know. I'm gonna make your life a living hell. You broke my heart, and now I'm gonna make you pay for it, you know. What did she say? We are a loveless generation, all fucking with our lovers' heads generation. You know, but you want to skip my calls now. Well, guess what? I like that because I'm going to mess your life up, you know? So it's like the yin and the yang, but I love the two different perspectives. What's the saying? Hell hath no fury than a woman scorned. Listen, when you break a woman's heart, you better take cover. You better take cover. You know what I'm saying? You better take cover. So I love the two different perspectives that this track brought to the table, man. You know, and yeah, but listen, that was, especially Loveless. Loveless, fucking hard, man. Fucking hard, bro. Absolute fire. So track number 7 is called Somber 2 Melodrama.
high. No, you won't remember in the morning when I speak my mind. Lights are on and they've gone home, but who am I? Oh, how fast the evening passes, cleaning up the champagne glasses. We told you this was melodrama. Oh, how fast the evening passes, cleaning up the champagne glasses. Our only wish is melodrama. Oh, how fast the evening passes, cleaning up the champagne glasses. A terror and a horror, when we wonder why we bother. Whoa, whoa, and a terror and a horror, gotta wonder why we bother. Whoa, whoa. I'm a drama and a trauma and a fucking melodrama. Whoa, whoa. All the gunfights and the limelights and the holy shit.
Wow. Do you know what? I love how on some of the tracks, right, like they, the sort of lyrics have just faded out, right? Like just like on this one, and I can't remember what other track it also kind of faded out. It didn't just end abruptly. It just sort of faded out. And I know from an artistic point of view, like that was done intentionally. But yeah, like it's something that I just literally spotted just now. But it's only happened on a couple of records. But yeah, this adds another dimension to the records, man. And you see the production on here, right? As soon as I found out that Jack Antonoff produced this or had a hand in this, I knew. What did I say at the start? That this production would just be very expansive. It would just be very experimental, and right now it's definitely giving it. Obviously, this is the first Lorde album that I've heard from start to finish, so I have nothing to really compare it to. But I can bet you my bottom dollar that no Lorde album that came before this, right, sounded like this, ever had this much going on, right? This is just incredible, bro. Like it's absolutely incredible, and there's a reason why Jack Antonoff is considered the best in the business when it comes to this sort of field. The strings in the background from this record as well, just talking from a production standpoint, just felt very dramatic, felt very cinematic, and yeah, like it just this what I'm hearing so far, guys. I'm just so impressed, man. I'm so impressed. Like I can't sing this album's praises so far enough. I honestly can't. And this is obviously somber too. I think maybe this is obviously like a second part to the first record, because obviously there was a record called Somber, which was obviously right now I think that's still my favorite record. So this is Somber too. So I'm guessing this was like a continuation from that track. But it really sounded good, man. Sounded good. It was completely different from Somber. Completely different from Somber, but obviously had its own thing going on, but still very good, man. Very good. So track number 8 is called Writer in the Dark.
Break the news, you're walking out to be a good man for someone else. Sorry, I was never good like you. Stood on my chest and kept me down, hated hearing my name on the lips of a crowd. Did my best to exist just for you.
Wow.
Bet you rue the day you kissed a rider in the dark. Bet you rue the day you kissed a rider in the dark. Now she's gonna play and sing and lock you in her heart. Bet you rue the day you kissed a rider in the dark.
Wow.
I am my mother's child. I love you till my breathing stops. I love you till you call the cops on me.
Guys, that was Right in the Dark, and I think I've just run out of superlatives, man. Like, wow. I mean, I guess obviously this track is obviously, you know, within the aftermath of her and her lover breaking up, and this was definitely a direct shot to whoever this man is. You know, she's talking directly to him, and listen, there was some lines that stood out to me. You know, I am my mother's child. I'll love you till my breathing stops. I'll love you till you call the cops on me. And remember, I said, I can't remember what track was it. I said that, you know, Lorde seems like the type here that will love you till the bitter end, man. Like, she'll literally ride or die for you. I mean, she talked about her, you know, essentially neglecting her friendships because she was in love with this man. I feel like Lorde is definitely a lover girl. Like, when she is locked in with you and when she loves you, she's practically obsessed with you, you know. She's practically obsessed with you, and whether or not you think that's a good thing or not, I personally don't think it's good to be obsessed to that point about somebody. I feel like it's not healthy, and this is probably something that Lorde needs to sort of work on. Maybe she's worked on it already, because obviously this album came out in 2017, but like, I don't think that's necessarily healthy to be somebody's everything, you know. to literally go to the point of neglecting loved ones because you're with this person. I don't think that's healthy. I think, you know, you need to strike a fine balance between loving that person but also have a life outside of your relationship. You know, it's important to have people outside of your relationship that you can count on and that you can talk to, you know. So I don't think this behavior from Lorde is necessarily healthy. But again, it just signifies that, listen, like when she's with you, she's given literally her whole self, her whole heart to you. And, you know, she's basically trying to say maybe that's where she kind of got it from. She said, I am my mother's child. So I'm guessing that her mum is like that as well. Like, they wear their heart on their sleeve, they love hard, you know. You know, another line that stood out to me was, but in our darkest hours, I stumbled across a secret power. And that is powerful because it just goes to show you that in the midst of your darkest moments and in the midst of your darkest times, you can still sort of find solitude and you can still find beauty. You know, like, listen, again, it doesn't matter what you go through. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. There's always something that you can learn from, and you realize that you're stronger. You know, that you can literally, you know, I don't know how to describe it, man, but like sometimes I can only talk from personal experience. When I've like suffered from a really bad period, you know, sometimes I find, you know, parts of myself that I didn't know existed. So in despair you can find joy, you know, in weakness you can find strength. So essentially that's what she's trying to say. Like, I stumbled across a secret power. I stumbled across something that I didn't know I had. Track number 9 is called Supercut.
All the love we had and lost. And in my head, the visions never stop. These ribbons wrap me up. But when I reach for you, there's just a supercut. In your car, the radio up. In your car, the radio up. We keep trying to talk about us. I'm someone you may be my love. I'll be your quiet afternoon crush. Be your flying over that rush. Make you crazy over my touch. But it's just a supercut of us. Supercut of us. Oh, it's just a supercut of us. Supercut of us. Still I fall into continents and cars. All the stages and the stars, I turn all of it to just a supercut. 'Cause in my head, I do everything right. When you call, I forgive and I fight. Because of the moments I play in the dark. We were wild and fluorescent, come home to my heart. In your car, the radio up. In your car, the radio up. We keep trying to talk about us.
Yeah.
Slow motion, I'm watching our love. I'll be your quiet afternoon crush. Be your flying over that rush. Make you crazy over my touch. But it's just a supercut of us.
So guys, that was Supercut, man, and that was a very interesting record, man. And I can't even lie to you, very interesting perspective. Seems like Lorde is basically replaying the relationship back in her head. She's trying to figure out where things went wrong. She's literally at the point where she's trying to unpack it. Maybe she's in the process of trying to heal from it, and she's just trying to unpack certain things. We've all been there where you've broken up from a relationship, and you're obviously you're in the process of trying to get over it, but at the same time, like, you can't help but replay certain moments. You can't help but try and figure out where things went wrong. Maybe again, you're trying to figure out whether you played a part in it. You're trying to figure out where you could have done better. Like, it's like it's a loop, right? It's a loop that keeps playing in your head. And I don't know what Lorde means by supercut, but I think maybe supercut means like maybe like a dream or like an imagination. Like, Lorde is thinking about certain things in her head, but ultimately she realizes that these things are not real, that like these things that she's thinking about are not reality. It's just a dream, you know, it's just a figure of her imagination. And yeah, she knows that, but she still can't help but think and wonder, you know. There's always that, like, what if I did this, or what if I do that? Like, it's just it's a natural human reaction, right? You know, again, when you're still trying to wrap your head around a situation ending, and when you're still kind of heartbroken by it, you try to obviously, you know, rationalize it in your head. So I think obviously Lorde is going through that process, right? But again, just another brilliant track. Again, from a songwriting perspective, from a production perspective, man. Like, it's just, I can't fault this whatsoever, man. I can't fault this, and this is so. It's, you know, even though Lorde seems like a very complicated person, she seems like a person that, you know, just has a lot going on, and it's, again, it's maybe sometimes difficult to kind of understand her as an artist, but again, I just have to just commend how relatable all of these things are, right? Like, everything that she's talking about is things that we've all dealt with, right? Even though she comes from a very interesting angle. Yeah, great, guys, great. So track number 10 is called Liability, reprise. Let's go, let's see how this one sounds.
Much for me. You're a little much for me. No, 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 no. What you gonna do? All of the things I get harder. All of the things that I offer you. And all of the shit that we harbor make all of the kids in the choir sing. Maybe all this is the party. Maybe the tears and the highs we breathe. Maybe all this is the party. Maybe we just do it violently.
That was, oh my days. It was, again, it's titled Liability, but it's completely different. Like, she came from a different perspective from, like, the first Liability track. Obviously, this for me was it's like she was speaking to herself, right? And just trying to reassure herself that, no, you're not a liability, you know? Even though that's what people have made you feel like, you are not a liability. It's like she was talking to herself through this record, you know? Maybe this was her conscience, or maybe this was like an angel, you know, from above, just trying to say, no, you're not a liability, you know? Like, at the end of the day, you know, we have all been through something. We've all got trauma that we're still unhealed from, you know? I mean, it says here all of the shit that we harbor, you know? Yeah, again, we all have trauma, right? And we all, you know, have some form of unhealed trauma. And sometimes we don't have, like, reasons for why we act the way we do. We only find out later on through therapy or through just counseling or just self-discovery that, oh, I know why I'm like that, you know, it's because of this. Maybe it's something that I've suffered from my childhood. You know that she'll take that angle there, but I'm glad that she did, you know, I'm glad. And this is sort of a way of her beginning to heal, you know, a way of her beginning to heal from, because obviously a lot of this album has been her obviously going through her breakup and just trying to make sense of it, you know. I think now she's past the grieving stage now, you know, and I think now she's at the acceptance stage, right? And yeah, she's just trying to battle through it. And yeah, like, I love this, man. I love this, just real shit. So track number 11, which is the last track, is called Perfect Places. Let's go. Love this.
It's just another graceless night. I'm lost enough. Have another drink and lost in us. This is how we get this obvious. Cause I don't know if they keep telling me where to go. I'll blow a brains out to the radio. All of the things we
That is so real. Guys, what a way to end this. I mean, that line, you know, it says it all. What the fuck are perfect places anyway? You know, we try to look for perfection. We understand that there's nothing, you know, there's no such thing as perfect, right? Like, there's no such thing as the perfect place, as the perfect situation. And this is what I was trying to say, that, you know, imperfection, there's beauty in imperfection, right? You know, and, you know, like, some of us are chasing something that's really not there. We're chasing perfection, but perfection doesn't exist. So embrace where you're at right now. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't matter if you haven't got life figured out. It doesn't matter if, you know, you ain't got your shit together. It doesn't matter if you're going through, you know, shit right now. Listen, we all go through it, and embrace the journey. Embrace the journey, and it's okay to not have everything all figured out. You know, it's not what Lorde says there. Just to finish off the album, man. What the fuck are perfect places anyway? I fucking love that, man. And listen, what a way to finish off this. Do you know what? This track, you know, this track signified a sort of like a new direction, a new chapter in Lorde's life. You know. It just felt like a track that was filled with triumph, you know. It filled with triumph and filled with redemption, and just filled with new life, you know. Lorde is ready to move on and go into this next phase in her life, man. And like I said, what a way to end this album, man. Guys, what can I freaking say, man? I was just blown away by this. It's not often that I'm blown away by an album, man. But like, this album just kind of blew me away. Like I said, from a songwriting perspective, this is as good as it's gonna get. This is the same I felt when I listened to Lana Del Rey's album. I can't remember what the album was called. But like, when I listened to that album, I came away thinking the same thing, man. And yeah, from a songwriting perspective, man, there was just a lot there to unpack. But I just have to praise Lorde's songwriting on this, like her vocals as well, her vocal ability, you know, just her delivery, just the range and tone in her voice. Like, she sang this album to perfection, you know what I'm saying? She sang this album to perfection. Have to praise her for it. Have to praise the production as well. Drag Antonoff does it again. He absolutely does it again. It just seems like this man can do no wrong. Like, literally, bro. Literally. And he's so versatile as well, because, you know, people say, oh, well, you know, Jack Antonoff can only produce pop albums. But he had a lot of production credits on Kendrick's last album, GNX, you know. And I mean, you can't even label that at him, because, yeah, he's just absolutely insane, man. And he produced the fuck out of this album, man. And guys, honestly, that was just, I don't even know what to say, bro. Like, this was just next level. This was absolutely next level, man. Just, wow. Wow. And I can definitely see why this album was called her magnum opus. I mean, yeah, she took it to the next level. And I'm definitely gonna try and react to more Lorde albums. Obviously, let me know which Lorde album I should try and react to next. And like I said, obviously, Kevin's going to react to her latest album, Virgin. So we'll keep an eye on that on our channel. Like I said, I'll post a link to that album review so that you can watch it. Yeah, guys, I mean, what an introduction to Lorde's music, man. It doesn't get any better than this. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. Thoroughly enjoy this. And yeah, I need to sit with this album, because maybe there was some things I missed. You know, Lorde is a very, like, she has a lot of layers to her as an artist and as a human being, so I may not have picked up everything on first listen, so I'm going to try and listen to it again and come back with some feedback. But guys, thank you very much for obviously watching this. Let me know what you thought about this in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll be back again real soon with another one. But until then, my people, stay blessed. I'm out. Peace.